Welcome back to Shift Focus. The next destination for us is Hollywood. The old Hollywood, that is. Director Alfred Hitchcock, the man of thrills, thrills and twists in the tail, has left a bunch of Indian theatre enthusiasts completely smitten. Stray Factory, the group, have brought to colour the black and white shades of Hitchcock's much-loved series. A rainy evening. A horde of people trying to stay dry under the shelter of the museum theatre. Another group singing along. The mood, you'd say, was a romantic one. Inside, the group who called themselves the Strayers were oblivious to the rainy thunder outside, or the crowd, as they enthusiastically chatted why Alfred Hitchcock was their inspiration and a twist in the tale thereafter. Okay, so Marty, firstly, how did Stray Factory come around with this idea?
With this particular idea, Hitchcock, so we've been wanting to do a collaborative production, kind of involve people from different areas of art. So we thought Hitchcock was a nice idea. We wanted to give that whole old world feel and all of that. So we approached a set designer who's in the US, an amateur set designer, but she wanted to showcase some work. So she did some work. There's a graphic designer worked on the backdrop. We met a bunch of us. The cast is from Bangalore, Pondi, Bombay, Coimbatore. So we've been rehearsing for a while, trying to accommodate everybody's vision along with their limitations, and that's what Stray Factory is about. I mean, we're trying to collaborate as much as we can, and this is a collaborative production, and hopefully we'll run a good show.
Welcome to this evening's feature presentation of Hitchcock, brought to you by Stray Factory Entertainment.
Where is it? I don't have it!
So someone who has that kind of universal appeal is Hitchcock, and then also mystery plays aren't done very often, and comedies are, but it'd be nice to showcase this, and I don't think Chennai's seen Hitchcock before, so I thought that might be a good thing to do.
She was married to a gunfighter, wasn't she? Charlie Ryan. Then she's seen a lot of fights then. What's all the big fuss about?
You're both talking about me.
About your husband?
You leave Charlie out of this. He was a better man than the two of you put together.
I hear tell that he killed 7 people with a single shot.
That's right. 7 people. But he had an even bigger skull later on.
Go ahead, pick up your book. What's stopping you? Oh, not a thing!
So about the 3 plays, one of them is a western, a so-called western. It's about 2 guys who are out to kill each other, and who will be the last man standing. And there's a pretty little innkeeper. It's caught in the middle of this fight. Another play is about 2 drunk men, and they take their hobby of murders to the next level. And again, so where do we draw the line between sanity and insanity in that? And the other play is about how they choose the right kind of house, and there's a little twist inside that involves the house. So you want to add to that?
We can't add any more to the endings because then the people won't come, so yeah.
Yeah, and the famous twist at the end. There is the twist at the end, right? All right.
Got to give this real significance. This is no trifling matter. Sandra, this chart here tells us a secret. This chart tells us that a murder committed without a motive or a motiveless killing is 100 to 1 shot. Isn't that right, Tommy?
A lot of people normally would take theatre and put it onto the big screen, but here we're taking the big screen and we've put it onto theatre. So what is that transition, and probably what are the drawbacks or the challenges in that? You can also take the mic.
I wouldn't say the drawbacks, the challenges. There are several. The first one being that the kind of dialogue you deliver in movies is meant to be real. It's all about trying to convince the audience. Whereas theatre is a whole new world apart. So it's all about, and you only have 1 take to get it done. You either make it or you break in that 1 take. So you have this very limited space and very limited tools by which we can communicate several scenarios, 3 different plays with the same pieces. That's quite a challenge. So you don't have that limitation in movies. That's one of the biggest challenges we face.
When we started out, we were a little skeptical, a little nervous. I'm not much of a play person myself, though my cousin was acting. But as it played out, it actually turned out to be very impressive.
4 months in preparation, endless hours of travelling back and forth. Many disparities later, the group debuted their first performance to a standing ovation. No doubt then why it rained. What a way to debut, and all that happened right here in Chennai. Certainly a group you should watch out for, and that, my dear friends, has brought our 30-minute world tour to an end. Did you enjoy the trip? Then send in your feedback to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. And until next week, this is your captain saying goodbye.